as a black man in America, we shouldn't have to continue to have these conversations. The news came out on a national stage a few days ago about a black male that was jogging in Brunswick, Georgia, which I know many of you may not know where that is if you're not from the southeast. But I do know where that is because one of the employers that I had previously had an office there. But while he was jogging, he was spotted, profiled, and accused of burglary. Now, I'm not saying that if he did do that, I'm not saying that was right. What I'm also saying is it was also not right for him to be murdered. And yes, I'm using the word murder. This was not manslaughter. This was not an accident. These two white males, one being a former police officer in that same city, and the other his son, called the police, described him to the police, and then chased him down. One thing they didn't account for was someone to be recording the tragic end of what happened. They pulled ahead of him to make it seem like he was coming at them. He attempted to run around the truck. And as he ran around the truck, he was met with a gun in his face. Now, not only as a black male, but as a human being, if I am being chased by someone with a gun, and I'm trying to get away, but I'm met with in this case, shotgun in my face, then I know that I can't outrun them any longer. I'm going to fight for my life. And this is exactly what he did. This young man fought for his life. He attempted to take the gun from one individual, and the other individual that was standing on the back of the truck fired at him. The shotgun did go off at least once. It may have been twice. But ultimately, he was shot and killed as a result. Now, granted, they said, oh, we were making a citizen's arrest. Okay, fine. You were making a citizen's arrest. But here's the thing. While Georgia does have a statute that allows citizen's arrest, there are also guidelines for that. I'm not going to go into the guidelines for it in this video. I may do a separate video to discuss. I'm going to do a separate video to discuss strictly that statute in particular. But they went beyond that. They were armed. They did not wait on the police. They chased him. They followed him and ultimately killed him as he was fighting for his life. Many of you may remember the Trayvon Martin case. very similar in the fact that someone called the police, described an individual to the police, happened to be a black male as the same, and followed them armed and ultimately killed them. Their defense: stand your ground and self-defense. But my argument remains the same. If I'm being followed by someone that is armed, and I have an opportunity to attempt to fight and save my life because I can run no longer, any human being in their right mind would do so. It saddens me because we have to continue to have these conversations. It saddens me because at the age of 28, I have to worry about doing normal things because someone may accuse me of something just because of how I look. Now, I'm not saying that he was innocent, because he may have attempted a burglary or he may have attempted a robbery. But that did not justify what happened. Once the police are called, there is no need to pursue. Allow the police to do their jobs. I also want to shed light on something that happened to me the day that this came out. I was out jogging. I'm part of doing a challenge with some friends, and I had one of my fraternity brothers on the phone, and I had a particular police officer, same car, same officer, pass by me 5 times, slowing down after he passed me twice. Even had a moment where he passed, stopped, went up, did a U-turn, came back, went into a apartment complex, came back out, passed me, stopped, and looked again. Now, had I done anything wrong? No. I was out jogging. I had on a mask, just for my own safety, because I did come in close contact with a number of people that I wanted to make sure that I was protected, because I do this same route, well, not the same route, a similar route, pretty much every day. And I come in contact with people. But the key is, I was fearful. I actually told my fraternity brother, do not hang up the phone. There's a police officer that has passed by me 5 times. And I want you to be on the phone just in case we have an encounter. Again, nothing wrong. I've been around police all my life. But yet, I was fearful, because too many people that look like me have been killed by police and vigilantes that want to take the law into their own hands. We shouldn't have to continue to have these conversations. I have to have this conversation with my children one day. I don't have any kids right now, but one day I will. But we're going to have the conversation how to live while black. how to not look like you're threatening. How to make sure you're not in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know how to tell them to not look threatening when we're described as aggressive and we haven't done anything. We're just living our daily lives. The color of our skin is seen as aggressive. And it saddens me. We have people saying that things won't change until we get violent. I don't believe that violence is the answer. Peaceful protests haven't been the answer. What I do believe the answer is get educated, get into positions of power, and force change. Being aggressive isn't going to do it. Being violent isn't going to do it. Peaceful protest isn't doing it. We have to get into positions of power and force the conversation and force change. That's the only option. And we have to have our counterparts that are ready to have these same conversations, and even ones that aren't ready to have these conversations, have to force them to have these conversations. But on Friday, I will be doing the I Run with Mond challenge. I will be doing that Friday morning. But it's sad that it took a video coming out 2 months later for us to notice that this had even happened. And a DA that pushed this under the rug as self-defense because they refused to look at the evidence. They were trying to protect their brother in blue instead of doing the right thing. But I pray that this new DA that is taking this over sends this to trial and that justice is served. I want you all to pray for America. Pray for our leaders. Pray for us black people. Because many people fail to understand still that we're not saying that only our life matters. We're saying that black lives matter